Hello everyone, Andrew here with a new YouTube video. On this one we're gonna talk a bit about risk management. As you probably know, risk management is one of the most important aspects of trading, and it's the #1 reason why a lot of traders fail when they come into trading. They do fail because they're not having a proper risk management plan, and they do not also respect that plan, and they end up over-risking or over-trading. So in Forex trading nowadays, because we have all these funding companies and everything like that, it's actually better to risk less. So the challenge is made. First of all, let's take for example FTMO. You need the 100k account, right? You need to make 10% profit, which is 10k profit. You also have a 10% drawdown rule. That means you can only lose $10,000. So this is why the funding companies and the business that represents these funding companies is so big, because they actually don't say this, but you only have 10% to lose. You only have $10,000 to lose. So what that means, in order to make $10,000 profit, you need to basically double your account. So you do not need to make 10% of 100,000, because you don't have 100,000, you only have $10,000, which you can risk. So you need to double your account. So you need to basically make 100% return on your account. So every time you risk 1%, which is $1,000. So let's say you want to risk 1% from the total account, right? So you risk $1,000. You actually end up risking, you're not risking 1%, you're risking 10%. So you only have 10 chances to do it. If you risk $1,000, so you risk 1% and you lose, let's say 5 trades in a row, then you'll be minus 5%. But in reality, you will not be minus 5%, you'll actually be minus 50%. And you also will not be 50%, you will actually be 53%. And I'm gonna tell you why. So you'll be minus 50%. You will only have 50% more to do. So you'll only have, what this means is, out of the 10 chances you have, you're down 5, you're done at half. So that's why I never recommend risking 1%. What I do recommend is risking less than 0.5%. Let's take another example of a 100,000 account, this time just a personal one. And let's say you're risking, or let's say you get into a 5% drawdown. So you start risking 1% and then you lose your first. In order to actually get back to break even, you will need to make 5.3% plus commissions. So you're not minus 5%. I mean, you are minus 5%, but in order to reach break even, you need to make 5.3%. The reason for that is because you're only left with $95,000 in your account. So in order to risk 1% and make 5%, you're actually risking less, so you need to make more. So let's go a bit deeper. If I'm losing and I'm in a 10% drawdown, I will need to make actually 11.1%, again with commission and swaps. If I'm in drawdown, let's say minus 20%, I will need to make in a total of 25%. So that's insane. So that's why never risk more than 1%, even if it's a personal account, because if you get into somehow you have a very bad start of the month, you get into a 10% drawdown, you'll need to make 1.5% more. Actually, it's more likely like 2%, because you'll also have commissions and swaps. So need to make more profit from risking less. So that's why I never recommend risking more than 1%. Follow this guide. Just start risking 0.25% or less. On my Forex funds accounts, which is 600k, it's 300k accounts, about $500. So that's less than 0.25%. The reason I do that is because, first of all, $500 per account, so it's like 1k in total. $500 is a lot of money, right? $500. Just imagine, like usually the normal salary in Europe is about 1,000, 1,500, or even less in other countries. So $500 times 2, because you have 2 accounts, I have 2 accounts, is a lot of money. But let's just take the 300k account that I have. So it is a lot of money. So why would I want to risk more? Why would I want to risk 1%? Why would I want to risk $3,000? Because if I lose 2 trades, then my psychology is all messed up and I need to actually make more profit than before. So the first step is just start risking less than 0.25% while starting. And now I'm talking about a live account, right? So start by risking 0.25%. So let's take, for example, a 100k account, live account on a prop firm, because you should be able to complete a funding challenge. So let's start by risking 0.15%, $150, right? Our average risk reward, like anyone, can't get a 1 to 3 per week, or even 2, or let's say 10 hours per week. Everyone can make 10 hours per week. It's not that hard. That means you're gonna make 1.5k. That's a lot of money, right? Because that times 4 is gonna equal to 6k. That's a lot of money. So even let's say we make 5 hours per week. So 5 times 150, that's about 750. That's still really good money. That's minus, so it ends up about it's still a lot of money for 1 week of trading for 5 hours. It's not that hard to achieve, right? So now that I'm having $700 because I started with the low risk, so I'm not rushing, I'm taking good trades, and also the value is not high, so I can lose like 5 trades. That's perfectly fine, right? So now that I have $700, I can start risking more from my profit. So I have $700, let's start risking $200. Let's say I lose the first trade, no problem. Then I win the next trade with a 1 to 3, so I make $600. I can be done for the next week, right? Because in total now I'm gonna have 1.1 thousand. 2 weeks in, right? Next week I can start risking 250. So even if I lose the first one, maybe I lose the second one, and then I actually hit a good trade and I make 5R, that's gonna be 1 point. So in total I will have 50, 185, and then I can basically start risking more. So the reason I apply this model on my funding accounts also, so I start risking whenever I get a withdraw and the balance resets, I start risking like $500 in my case. Then after I get some wins and I start risking more, I risk 750, then I start risking 1000 and so on, but I only risk a percentage from my profits, because the hardest thing on the funding accounts is actually getting above that break-even point, so getting in profit. Once you make profits, and trust me, it's easier to risk less while starting the actual live account. It's easier on your mind, on your psychology. You're not gonna rush trades, you're gonna take good trades, and if you're only losing like 0.15% or 0.1%, that's nothing, because you can basically you need to lose like 10 trades, 8 trades, let's say 8 trades in order to lose 1%. So unless you're overtrading, and that's the next point we're going to talk about, you should reach that goal pretty easy. Now on the actually challenge, yeah, you have to risk, I think you have to risk between 0.25 and 0.5%, just because you actually need to make, so you need to risk more in order to, so that's a different story. The challenge, I think, is the hardest, because you actually need to risk more to make more profit. But on the live account, you don't have any targets. You can basically make 1-2%, and that's life-changing money just by spending a few hours on the chart. So now let's talk about overtrading and how you can overcome. Overtrading is one of the the number one issue that everyone has. Even I have that issue sometimes, because I may get like 3 break-even hits, then I get stopped out like a week, a bullshit week, and then I start re-entering and stuff like that, and I get mad and I overtrade and I end up losing more than I'm expecting. So the way I look at it is just to set my daily target. So I set a daily target, so I can take, let's say, 3 BEs and 3 losses, maximum. I'm saying 3 BEs because the way I trade, I usually go break-even pretty quick. So I mean, let's not even count break-evens, let's just count losses. When I get 3 losses, then I'm done for the day. That way it makes me have more patience, because I know I have the whole day. So if I start taking trades in the morning, London session, then I know that when New York session hits and I may have a setup, I can't trade anymore because I took my 3 losses. So that just makes me have a lot of patience. So it makes me have a lot of patience and wait for a proper setup to happen. So if I don't see a good setup in London, I don't take it, because I want to keep my 3 losses for New York session. Thinking about that, think it as you're only allowed to eat once a day, right? So when that time to eat comes, you're really excited and you actually really want to eat, right? You're really looking forward to it. You really want to eat something good. The same way I think about, I know I have 3 losses for the day. So if I'm waiting more patience towards the time where more volume kicks in, as in New York session, and I know I have 3 losses, I have 3 trades, I can make most of it. So I can take 3 dumb trades, I review them, I journal them, I see what mistakes I made, but usually from 3 trades, if I have 3 trades, usually one of them runs for a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. So then after I take a win, my next point, after I take a win, like a 1 to 3 plus, I call it a day. If I take a trade and it's going for like 1 to 3, I secure partials and I just let the trade go, then I'm done for the day. Because think about it, I'm risking $500, 1 to 3 is 1.5k, times 2 accounts, that's $3,000 in 1 trade. So I can be done for the day, because if I take 3 trades like that, I make 9k a week, which is amazing, right? And that's the way I actually think. I have my daily target of losses. I don't have a daily profit target. 3 losses or 1 win. If I take a win, that's good. If I take 2 losses and then I take a win to cover the losses, then I'm just thinking as a break even, right? So I go ahead, I go again. So let's say I take 2 losses and I lose 3R or 2R, right? Then if I take a win and it goes for 3R, then I have like 1R left to risk. So what I will do usually is just risk that 1R and either be done for the day if it's late into the session, or just take 3 more trades. I have 3 more losses to take if I'm break even, right? So that's the way I think. I think it in terms of R. So I want to make 3R a day or more. So either break even or minus 3R or plus 3R. And let me tell you, this system actually works really good for me, because it keeps me from overtrading. It keeps me really disciplined and not taking a lot of trades during a day. If you follow this system that I made, this is how I think about it, because risk management is also about psychology. I can tell you all day, like, just use 0.25% risk, but if you're not making yourself, if you're not making rules for yourself that you respect, you're never gonna stop overtrading, you're never gonna stop over risking, right? You need to have a specific set of rules. So just set these rules and also journal your trades. So if you take more than 3 losses, you take like 5 losses, then you need to like punish yourself. Do something that you don't like. Go to the gym or something like that. Do something that you don't like, right? So you know that there's consequences to that. Also, if you respect the rules and you take a win, do something that you like. So whether it's be like play a video game or go out or something like that, or watch a movie or close the charts, make something good for yourself that you like. That way your brain is gonna start rewiring itself and it's gonna view this system as either you make it and you get rewarded, or you don't make it and you get punished, right? So that's how you need to frame your trading. You need to frame it so that the brain understands that it's not just a game, right? Because we're just on a computer, we click, we take losses, and then it's just virtual money. We don't feel it, right? Also, we don't feel it when we win the money unless we withdraw it. The way trading is made is that it's so easy. Press a button, take the trade, lose it, take the next trade, lose that again, take the next trade, and before you know it, you've blown your account, right? Because it's so easy to enter the trade, it's so easy to make it. So that's why you need to make yourself respect some ground rules and stop overtrading and over risking. And over risking is a big important. Start risking less to make more, because that way, if you're risking less, you're gonna be more disciplined and your account size is gonna increase over time. And it's also, like, from my experience, is the best way to actually. When I was risking more than 0.5%, I never made more money than I'm making now, because now, even if I'm risking less, I let trades run more, because I know, like, I can, if I have a potential swing trade, I just let it run, because it's not that a big amount, but it adds up really fast, right? Because if, for me personally, I take 80% off. If I have an intraday trade that doesn't have a potential for a swing trade, I just take profit, let the rest run, and I have no attachment to the trade. Maybe we're gonna talk about that in another video, the attachment. So sorry for rambling about the risk management part of trading, but I think this is one of the most important aspects of trading. Let me know if these quick tips has helped you in your trading, and if you want to see more from my channel. I'm also gonna start recording some psychology videos, but that's gonna probably happen next month when I get my new setup done, so everything is gonna look really nice, and we're gonna talk about a lot of things on this channel. So saying that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also turn the notification on if this has had value over yourself, over your trading, so you can be notified when I post a new trading video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, don't forget to join our free Discord. The link is in the description box. Also, fxatrading.com if you want to learn how we trade using simple liquidity concepts. Use the lower time frames, even the seconds time frame, to take really refined entries, so we can have like a 1 to 3, 1 to 5 really quick, and then we can be done for the day. Saying that, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.